In this video, we will show you how to get your architectural clocks on time if you have an MC3 Master Clock with a 4-switch module. Our architectural clock line includes clocks such as our 2MR, 3MR, HMR, 4MR, and their minute impulse versions. The first step to getting your clocks on time is to make sure the time display on the front of the MC3 is correctly showing the current time. In this case, our MC3 display reads 2:14 when the current time is 3:28 p.m. So the time must be set on the MC3 before we can correct the secondary clocks. To enter the Set Time and Date menu on the MC3, press and hold the Program button for 5 to 10 seconds. If you get to a menu that looks like this, you held the Program button for too long and you are now in the Tech menu. You will need to go back to the main display and start over. To return to the main display, press the Exit button. Now press and hold the Program button until you enter the Set Time menu and the hours are flashing. This usually takes around 5 seconds. The current time is 3:28 p.m., so press the up arrow to increment the hours to 3 p.m. Press Enter to accept the hour and move to the minutes. Now use the up arrow to increment the minutes to 28. Press the Enter button to accept the minutes. Now you are asked to set the month. You can increment by using the up arrow. Today's date is December 21st, so set the month to 12 and press Enter. Now it is asking for the day of the month, and 21 is correct, so we can press Enter. Next, you are asked to enter the day of the week. Use the up arrow to increment. The week starts with Sunday as 1, Monday is 2, Tuesday is 3, and so on. Today is Thursday, so we will set this to 5 and press Enter. Now it is asking for the year, and it is 2023, so we can press Enter. That takes us back to the main display where the time shown on the MC3 is now correct. Now that the time on the MC3 is correct, we need to get the secondary clocks on time. Notice the state of the LED labeled Circuit 1 on the MC3. If the LED is on solid, the clocks are in normal run mode. If the LED is off, Circuit 1 is turned off. If the LED is blinking, that means a reset is currently in progress. If this is the case, you will want to either let the reset finish or cancel the active reset by turning Circuit 1 off and back on again. One MC3 with a 4-switch module can control up to 4 secondary clocks. In this case, we have 2 secondary clocks hooked up to our 4-switch, and they are showing different times and they are both incorrect. First, we need to synchronize the secondary clocks before the MC3 can correct them to the right time. Verify that Circuit 1 is turned on by making sure the Circuit 1 LED is on solid. Slide all of the clock control switches to the off position. This will stop all the secondary clocks. Clock 2 is on the right and it is currently behind clock 1, so slide switch 2 up to the reset position. This will advance clock 2 at 10 times speed. Slide switch 2 back to off when the position of clock 2 matches clock 1. Use the other switches to synchronize any other secondary clocks you may have. With the secondary clocks synchronized, press and release the Enter button to enter the Circuits menu and press Enter again for Circuit 1. This gets you to the Circuit 1 Options menu where we have the choice of On, HH, and Off. Use the up arrow to scroll to HH and press Enter. This menu allows us to tell the master clock where the hands of the secondary clocks are pointing, so that the master clock can correct them. Once you are in the HH menu, the circuit is turned off, so the secondary clocks will stop and hold their position. This gives you time to walk over to your secondary clocks if you cannot see them from the MC3. Now move all of the switches back to the auto position and the clocks will remain stopped since we are in the HH menu. The MC3 is now asking us to enter the time shown on the secondary clocks. In this example, our clocks currently read 1:37. Increment the hours to 1 using the up arrow and then press the right arrow to move to the minutes. Use the up arrow to set the minutes to 37 and then press the right arrow. Now we are able to set the seconds if it looks like the clock is in between minute marks. In this case, we will leave this at 0. Press enter to accept and you will be taken back to the main display. Now the clocks will begin to advance at 10 times speed to the correct time. If your clocks were ahead of the real time, it may take up to 72 minutes for them to go all the way around 12 hours. If you find that your secondary clocks are still off by a couple minutes once finished advancing, you can adjust them all together through the Circuit 1 HH menu or individually using the clock control switches. And now our clocks are on time.